Yo, it's Kevin Trez. This is my weekly recap and outlook for DAX, the German index. So let's just get straight into it. As you can see, this is the weekly candle. We opened at 24,179.8 and we closed at 24,269.6. If you go into daily, we can see we had a bearish, and then bullish. Only 4 days this week. Of course, we got to look at the news. Monday, Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, FMC. Thursday, a bunch of news at 1:15, 1:30, and 1:45, including ECB press conference. And then Friday, we had German and French bank holiday. So no day on Friday. I think it's just a bank holiday. Why? Labor Day, whatever. Yep. So, yep. So I wanted buys. Here are my draws. I did have this low marked out, and I had a buy level placed in. Let's see how we react off of this on Monday. Monday opens up, gaps down, taps the level, gives a reaction. Initial reaction here. Let's just see what London does, because London taps again, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So you come down. This sweep here is immaculate on lower time frame. Sweeps this low at 9 o'clock. This 9 a.m. opens so clean. If you can go back, we can see after we swept this low, we pretty much just respected everything. And then we have this inverse, and then we have this 1 minute bullish fair value up. Apart from that, price just flies towards draws. Price takes out this initial draw here, which was previous week or previous daily high, sorry, if I'm not mistaken. Previous daily high gets swept, and then previous weekly high does not get taken, of course. Previous weekly high in this case is a green line. So very far away from that. But we did hold as, if you just go into the 4 hour, we have this high here, prominent high in the 4 hour. Looks kind of weak, but we did break structure. So we can mark out OTE. You can see here OTE plus sweep, and that's high of the week, around 0.27. So yeah. So the buy up was decent. High of the day gets placed in at 12:30. Not bad time, but reaction off of these like triple high sweeps, OTE area, and then just off of how it's reacting, displacement down, 30-minute fair value up, 15-minute fair value up at New York Open. Displaces down, accumulates, and then yeah, that's pretty much Monday. But high of the week from OTE runs like 600-700 points, which is not bad on the 4 hour time frame. That's just a 4 hour sweep plus OTE, and yeah, not bad at all. That sweep is amazing. We didn't really break structure from onto the downside, but we did break structure in the hourly, and we took out all these lows, which is nice to see. Yeah, it was Monday, sorry. Tuesday, price was pretty bad this week. You can see accumulation, but it was the last week of the month. So you gotta be wary of these things. London session on Tuesday was pretty bad. I seen this buy up. Now this buy up, what did we react off of to get into this buy up on Tuesday was in fact just this. Pretty sure it was this daily fair value up. Yeah, so we initially reacted off of this daily fair value up on open, and price tries to come for high of the day, and it fails to do so. Taps OTE, does a little mini whack off here, respects this 5-minute bearish, 15-minute bearish fair value up, and then just sells off. But again, this is another OTE from here to here. We have a nice little mini whack off at 12, but this accumulation is again disgusting. The buy up would have been decent at 9 a.m. as well. You could have caught a nice little buy up, but we did not come for high of the day. And then apart from that, we just accumulated from 9 all the way till 12 and then dumped. So pretty much Tuesday, not really much you could have done Tuesday. I mean, even New York session is after the dump, so then it just accumulates. Pretty bad price action. Goes to show price is going lower though, which is nice. You can see this accumulation's got taken out. This was Wednesday, London, 7 a.m. held as high of the day. London sessions here. All it is this 1 hour bearish fair value up holding inside of equilibrium. took out all of these highs. We've got lower time frame. London session opens, taps into the 1 hour bearish failure, taps out of it. Oops. We have a 15-minute bearish failure up here, tapped in at 8:30, perfect timing, and then we sell off. And then we have a nice draw here, which would have been Tuesday, and then here to here is a clean draw, so not bad. How much could have that been? Let's just have a look. To here, and then to here is like 3. That's like if you're entering purely off of that, but you understand what I mean. But yeah, that was pretty much Wednesday. I mean, let's have a look. New York session accumulates, comes down, comes back up into this fair value gap here on the 30-minute. I remember this fair value up because we did have these double highs, swept it, tapped into this 30-minute inverse. On the 1 hour, it was clean. I think we top tick this 1 hour inverse. Yep. 1 hour fair value up, left behind at London, taps back into at around New York session. Before New York session opens, comes down, induces a low, comes up, and then taps into this breaker block, and then straight back down to the draws from here to here. 200 points, not bad. That was Wednesday. And then Thursday, London session, 8 a.m. Not really much you could have caught off this, but we was in like discount area on high time frame, as you can see here. So we were like almost OTE, but 786 is fine. And then we also just tapped into, I want to say this, like inverse on the high time frame on the 4 hour. You can see the reactions off of this, and you can see how Asia taps into it first, dumps down, resweeps it. We have like a nice little mini wake off here. Even consider this an RTO and open, maybe if you want to consider this little push down an RTO. And then after that, straight pump. And then we induce this high and this high and then this high. And then after that, we just pumped the rest of the day. But Thursday was a nice day. You could have got continuation buys off of here. It was pretty difficult, but I think the best way to catch it would have been off of here and then targeting these highs. And then we did almost come for this, which was high of the week. So, which is an interesting one because where we ended off on the week. So a pretty decent week. We are coming to a new month, so we are gonna have to look on the monthly time frame, see what happened. So we are in a bit of a debate here whether this is low of the year, but me personally, I am not too sure. I want low of the year to be a bit lower, around 20k. You never know with these markets and with Trump yapping, but this monthly fair value up got respected nicely, and you can also just view it as a rebalance of the last month, so you could just view it like this, and you can see we did react off of them nicely. It really depends what Monday does here. I will leave my buy level here, and my draws I will also leave this low here, because if this low gets broken past, or even this low, clean draw to here, clean draw to here, and then clean draws to gaps. One thing I don't like is if you go into daily, we did edge this gap here, so we could go for all-time highs, which I don't mind it. It's just we did edge a few gaps, and I'd like them getting filled. No bad week, pretty choppy. I want trends to place in. I want all of this buy side liquidity to go, and we're good. But I will leave the buy level purely because I do just see it do this. I just do just see like something like this happen. That's look like what I'm hoping for. Let's fix that. And yeah, because a new daily will open here, and this is a fair value up. So something like this would be nice. And you can look for order blocks like this. Order block sweeps this low, breaks above this high. So we are in line with this order block. We also have a line here, order block. Hopefully we can break past this high. I won't add a draw there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. that was the DAX recap. I'm keeping the exact same levels and draws for next week. And we're going to see what happens because I'm still bullish. And then this was just a retracement, taps into OTE, and then just bounces off on the Thursday. And there was no Friday, and rest of the markets were bullish on Friday, so I'm expecting a gap up. Hopefully it's not that big, but buy level around 24,100 to 26k. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, nice little move, hopefully. But yeah, that's about it. That's the DAX recap. Keep it clean and simple. See you next week.